Assalamu alaikum. Today's statement is titled, A Question for the Yemenis in Particular. The statement was put in by the awaited Imam Mahdi, Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani, on the 19th of January 2024, and it will be recited to you by one of his supporters. In the name of Allah, the One, the Overpowering, and the Controller over the Kingdom of the Heavens and the Earth. O people of Yemen, since when does it rain in Sana'a, the capital, in January, the peak of winter? Which summer have you entered? Does not the season of rain in Yemen occur in summer and autumn? But the truth is, not only have you started winter, but also you are in January, the winter's peak. Having said that, have you started the summit of the sun after winter and spring, or the summit of planet Saqar? You know that you are in January, the peak of winter, so what is this heat that changed it into a wet summer? And more than that, I give you tidings of a flood released from a dam and the valley of Idam. All the astronomers, Ahmad al-Jubi and Ahmad Ayash. It is as if you want to trick the Yemenis into believing that it is normal for Sana'a to rain at this time of year and that it is of the disposition of nature put by Allah in the earth. Are you used to seeing the sky of Sana'a raining in January at the peak of winter since you were born? Will you not fear Allah? Or do you want to turn the Yemeni people away from believing the sign of the summit of Saqar, which started on the 21st of December 2023? After which Yemen and the whole world started the peak of winter in January, which will continue till February. Addicts of the stimulant qat among the people of Yemen are witnesses to that, because January and February are the months when qat spoils out of frost. These 2 months are known for the harsh frigidity of winter, which spoils qat. For this reason, we find the Yemeni people rushing to cover the qat with thick fabric to save it from spoilage, especially in January and February, so that qat trees do not die due to the freezing cold winter wind, because they never witnessed any rain in January, which is the first month of a new year. None in the northern hemisphere would not say that January and February are the month of frigid winter in Yemen, in the south of the Arabian Peninsula, and in the middle of the earth to the very ends of the earth in the north, which is the North Pole, where the current winter is supposed to occur. I don't want to digress, but the Yemenis are the most Arab people who closely watch the temperature in January for fear of the coldness, which will spoil the qat tree, especially the people of the governorates of Dimar, Al-Baida, Sana'a, Al-Mahwit, Hajja, Imran, and Saada. And I repeat the question for all the people of Yemen and ask, since when did you start to see rain in January? It is as if you've been living on a different planet, not being aware of the start of the season of rain until Ahmad al-Jubi appeared today speaking about the start of Dabah. Then I comment, O Ahmad al-Jubi, does not the Dabah star signify extreme frost and frigidity? Has it now become a sign of heat and rain? Do you think the Yemeni people are senseless? Or do you think they live extraterrestrially? Do you and your friend Ahmad Ayash aspire to turn people away from believing in the summit of Saqar in the same way you turned them away from believing the sign of Idrak? Here the sign of the sun's catching up with the moon has returned due to the continuation of the approach of planet Saqar. However, I do not want to argue with you about it because it is nothing but a warning of the beginning of the change of the cosmic order. However, the disruption of the cosmic order has begun to affect planet Earth, especially since the beginning of 1445 after Hijrah, corresponding to 2023. It seems to me that the people will not learn a lesson from the warm summit of Saqar, which forms clouds filled with water evaporated from the sea that pour down rain in January. Perhaps they want to be agitated by water spouts, tornadoes, and fire devils in January and February despite being in winter. You will not be able to keep calling the current season winter because winter is cold and frozen. However, this winter will be a winter of dog days, torrid heat, and wildfires because of the soldiers of Allah, which are fire devils of destructive power. Not only this, But all the reason and all snow will melt during January and February before spring, which will be eliminated as well. To explain, spring and winter had been engulfed by the heat of Saqar before it engulfed the current winter. Indeed, planet Saqar is on its way to engulfing the whole winter season and turning it into hot winds instead of cold ones. Still, I think neither will cause the heatless to be cognizant because they wish their hearts to find rest in the sign of the evident smoke. To explain, it is a global thermal bomb of evident smoke that Allah will throw from Saqar's military base. He will order it to throw a cosmic thermal bomb that will cover all the atmosphere of the Earth. Its heat release rate is 151 degrees and will be felt in different degrees from one person to another because for all are degrees resulting from what they have done. To illustrate, children will feel it like the normal summer heat, and as for adults, some of them will feel it more than the summer heat. Others will feel it as if it is 51 degrees Celsius. Others will feel as if it is 60 degrees Celsius. Others will feel like it is 71 degrees Celsius. And others will feel it like the boiling point of water at 100 degrees Celsius. The most tormented people will feel it as the thermal devices will record it at exactly 151 degrees. Allah certainly did not wrong them, but they brought it upon themselves. And for all are degrees from what they have done. This is a decisive statement that is not to be taken for amusement. Indeed, I am truthful. I'm certain that the world will turn to Allah to remove His torment from upon them, while their necks are bent in obedience to Allah's Caliph on the whole world, land and sea, Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani. O Yemeni people, you, after the Palestinians, are in dire need for Allah's Caliph Al-Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani to defeat Allah's enemies in the Red, Arabian, and Mediterranean seas, and in the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the North and South Pacific in its east and west. The reason simply is that the sea, land, and planet Saqar are the soldiers of Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Allah made their pleasure the same as that of His Caliph Imam Mahdi, which is to be of His servants. They are servants of Allah, no God but Him, and the Creator of the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. To Him belongs the keys of the heavens and the earth, so worship Him alone, no partners with Him. Sights cannot grasp Him, while He grasps all sights. He established Himself above the great throne. He is my Lord and yours, so worship Him alone, no partners with Him, and submit to His Caliph. But if you do not, you and your enemies in sea and air and on land will never be able to overcome the most severe and terrible torment of Allah. Here the armies of the devil's allies, the protectors of the killers of children and women, came to the Red and Arabian seas to secure the corruption of the Israelis in the blessed land of Palestine. I swear by Allah the Great, Lord of the heavens and the earth, and what is between them, and Lord of the great throne, that I am capable, by Allah's permission, of defeating them on my own. I assign none but myself to fight them altogether, thus I do it by my Lord's words of power. What is your thought about whom Allah is with? Could anyone defeat Him? Allah is far more powerful to allow His Caliph to be defeated by any of the devil's soldiers. In line with the word of Allah the Exalted,
فقاتل في سبيل الله لا تكلف إلا نفسك وحرض المؤمنين عسى الله أن يكف بأس الذين كفروا والله أشد بأسا وأشد تنكيلا صدق الله العظيم.
Surah An-Nisa, verse 84. Finally, I say to the people of Yemen, accept him whom Allah chose to be His Caliph on the whole world, land and sea. Never could the choice and counsel be yours in choosing Allah's Caliph, for there are no partners for Allah in His decisions, in line with the word of Allah the Exalted.
وربك يخلق ما يشاء ويختار ما كان لهم الخيرة سبحان الله وتعالى عما يشركون وربك يعلم ما تكن صدورهم وما يعلنون وهو الله لا إله إلا هو له الحمد في الأولى والآخرة وله الحكم وإليه ترجعون صدق الله العظيم.
Surah Al-Qasas, verses 68 to 70. Peace be upon the messengers and all praises due to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Allah's Caliph on the whole dominion of the world, Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani.